Hi everyone, this is Atiq. I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel Engineering Drive. My dear students, in my last video I have started the concept of pipelining to all of you. I have discussed what is a pipelining, why our computer makes use of that pipelining concept. The main reason the pipelining is used is to enhance the performance of our computer. Now, even though pipelining has a lot of advantages, there are some problems that can come when our computer makes use of pipelining concept. So what are the problems that our pipelining may introduce? Each and everything I am going to discuss in my today's video. So one of the big problem that can be happened in a pipeline is a data hazard. So today I am going to discuss about the data hazard topic. Okay, what is a data hazard? What type of problem can come in a pipeline with the help of data hazard? And with the help of this diagram I am going to explain you how this data hazard can occur in our pipeline. Okay. So what is a data hazard? First of all, what type of problem can occur in a pipeline? Let us see the definition first. A data hazard is a situation in which the pipeline is stalled because the data to be operated on are delayed for some reason, as shown below. My dear students, what is a data hazard actually? It is a situation in which the pipeline is stalled. This is very important point here, which means the normal function of a pipeline is the output of instruction 1 will be passed to instruction 2. Instruction 2's output will be passed to instruction 3 and so on. Yes or no? If your pipeline is not working properly, if it is getting stopped due to some unwanted problem, then this situation is nothing but data hazard. So with the introduction of data hazard, our pipeline will get stopped or it will stalled. So what causes our pipeline to get stalled? We will see with this example now. Okay, my dear students, let us consider these are nothing but your cycles from 1, 2 and so on up to 9 in the increasing order, and this is instruction 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 instructions we have taken in this example now. Okay. Now, in instruction 1, these are the steps we have taken here for the clarity. F stands for fetch the instruction, decode the instruction, execute the instruction, and write the instruction. Okay. F1, D1, E1, W1. So this is about instruction 1, instruction 2, instruction 3, 4, 5. So this is not a normal working of a pipeline, because in instruction 1, for the execution of instruction 1, these are the 4 steps. F1, D1, E1, W1. 1 stands for these are all the steps related to instruction 1. When the execution of this complete instruction will take place at the end of 4th clock cycle, you can see here. Here the complete execution of this instruction 1 will take place. When the decoding of the first instruction will proceed, during that step only the fetching of the second instruction will start. You can see here F2. So D2 also okay. But you can see here in the execution of instruction 2 there is a delay which has happened here, which means actually this E2 must be completed at the end of 4th cycle itself here. Okay. But what happened? Due to some problem, the execution of the second instruction got delayed. Up to how long it got delayed? We can see here it got delayed from 4 to 7 clock cycle. So which means at the end of the 6th clock cycle E2 got executed. Now after that the writing of the second instruction will take place. Now what happened? If the second instruction execution of the second instruction got delayed, automatically it will affect the third instruction also. You can see here, because of the delay of execution of second instruction, the execution of third instruction will also got delayed here. Why the execution of third instruction got delayed? Because still our step D3 has not completed here. When D3 will complete, when E2 will complete. Similarly, when D4 in the step will complete, when our D3 step is going to be completed. Which means all of you can get one clear idea that second instruction depends on first instruction. Third instruction depends on the execution of second instruction. Fourth instruction depends on the execution of third instruction. Fifth instruction depends on the execution of fourth instruction. If in any instruction, if one of the step got delayed, then automatically it will affect the execution of the remaining instructions. So this is known as data hazard example. A data hazard is a situation in which the pipeline is stalled. You can see here the pipeline got stalled. Why the pipeline is stalled? Because the data to be operated are delayed. Here we are seeing the delay. Actually the E2 must be executed at the end of fourth cycle only. But when the E2 will complete its execution at the end of sixth cycle, so there is a delay of 2 cycles in this one. So because of this delay, pipeline will get stalled. Okay. Now we will take one more example now to understand this concept of pipeline, my dear students. Now one more definition of the pipeline is a data hazard is any condition in which either the source or the destination operands of an instruction are not available at the time of expected in the pipeline. Now I will take one more example now. Consider a program that contains 2 instructions, I1 and I2. Let us say these are the 2 instructions. When the program is executed in a pipeline, the execution of I2 can begin before the execution of I1 is completed. Actual procedure of pipeline is it will start the execution of I2 before I1 is going to complete. Yes or no? Now, which means I2 is dependent on the instruction I1. Okay. Now, we will see with one example now. Let us take the value of A as 5. Now, let us take 2 instructions. This is first instruction and this is second instruction. If we substitute this value of A in the 2 instructions, what happened? Let us say these instructions are executed one after another. Then the value of A will be 8 and the value of B will be 4 into this 8 you need to substitute here, which means 32. Actual answer we should get is 32. A value should be getting as 8, B value 32. Let us say if both these instructions are executed concurrently or at the same time. At that time what happened, you know? The value of A will become 8. But along with that, B also will be executed. Because of that, B value you will get as 20, which is the wrong answer. That's what it is saying, leading to an incorrect result. Let us say one more example. These are the 2 instructions. These 2 instructions are independent. Why they are independent? Because you know, if you substitute the value of C and if you execute both these instructions concurrently also, then you will get the output same. You will get A value same and B value also, you will get some different answer. So these 2 instructions are the examples of independent instructions, whereas these 2 instructions are dependent instructions. So for these 2 instructions, pipelining cannot be applied, whereas for these instructions, pipelining can be applied. So in pipelining, one of the major advantages the next instructions always depends on the previous instructions. If the previous instructions data will get delayed, then it will affect the results of the next instructions. So a situation in which the execution of the pipeline will get stalled or stopped is a data hazard. Data hazard is a situation in which the pipeline will enter into stalled state because of unavailability of data. This is the data that we have taken the example. This is an example in which we cannot apply pipeline for this one. Here we can apply pipeline because these 2 instructions are independent instructions. Hopefully the concept of data hazard has been clear to you. So this is one of the problems that can occur in pipeline. So there is one more problem that can occur in pipeline, which is a instruction hazard. How this instruction hazard will occur, how it is different from data hazard, each and everything I am going to discuss in my next video. So with this, let me close my today's session of video. See you soon everybody. Take care. Allah Hafiz.